The Bushy McBush race.
Yeah.
The Busch won it. What do you know? Right on.
Hey race fans, welcome to Backseat Drivers. I am Alex Weaver here in Studio 3. Perhaps it was birthday fate or the name of the race, the Bushy McBush Race 400. But when your name is Kyle Busch and it's your 36th birthday, you have some good racing juju in your favor. And Busch took advantage. 10th winner in 11 races. Well, joining us from Kansas on a plane back to North Carolina. And now here in the back seat, we have the driver of the number 3, Austin Dillon, and Paul Swan. Hey boys, a 10th place finish. Solid day for the 3, right?
Woo, another top 10, baby.
That's right. We've been knocking them down lately, so want to keep it going. We felt pretty good on those restarts. Restarts were awesome yesterday.
My guy was an animal out there.
Restarts were crazy yesterday. We'll get into all that. But this is a segment we like to call left turn or right turn. Opposite directions require opposite opinions. So let's start with the winner at Kansas. Following this latest victory on Sunday and the first of the 2021 season, Kyle Busch is now at 17 straight years with a win. The record is 18 with Richard Petty. AD, I'm starting with you on this one. How far will Kyle Busch go? Does he pass that record, or does he break it, or does he stop at 17?
He passes the record. He goes on for a couple more years and keeps
Paul,
the streak
you agree?
alive.
Yeah, I'm going right turn on that one. I think he's definitely going to keep winning for many years to come.
Give me a number. Is it like 25 we stop at?
I'm gonna have to go.
What was the King's number?
This was
18.
only 18.
Oh, man, I think 21.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
21, I like it.
I'm gonna go 26.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
All right.
He's been one win. He only had one win last year.
And that's all you need, though.
And it was at the end of the year, like 2 races to go. So
It's all you need, though, to keep the streak. Just one.
this is true. All he needs one.
Hey, 26 sounds like he'll be racing with Brexton, so I'm excited for it. Now, Busch did have the car to beat when it mattered, but other factors played into the downfall of others who looked like they had a chance to contend with the 18. Here in the back seat, I'm going to take away the contact with the wall, the crazy restarts, and the Kansas pressure. Which car had the best chance to win, just judging off of speed and what it looks like on the track? Paul, we're starting with you. I have the 5 of Kyle Larson, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, or the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go with Kyle Larson. He was, it seemed like he was up front all day long. He was dominant. Every time I looked up at the TV, we got TVs all over our pit box, so it's tough not to sit back and just kind of be a race fan sometimes and enjoy watching the race. But it seemed like every time we looked, that 5 was up front. And from where he started to how fast he moved up front, that was impressive. That big Chevy power, baby.
AD, from the driver's seat, which car looked like the car to beat?
The 5 car for sure. I mean, he was ripping the fence, but he could come off the fence and still have speed. So when he doesn't have to rely on the wall to be fast, he's super fast. So, yeah, Kyle was definitely the car to beat yesterday when it came to speed, and he had it.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski after the race called him screaming quick. I have never heard that adjective before, but I'm going to start using it. Amazing what can change in 1 week. Kyle Busch's name is not mentioned in this list anymore, but 10 different winners this season, but there's still some heavy hitters with zeros in the win column. I'm looking at guys like Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin. Which one of those is most surprising, AD?
This year, I would say Kevin Harvick. He hadn't had the speed that he's had in years past. He finished 3rd yesterday. I think that was kind of strategy put him there and tires, but the speed hasn't been there for that 4 team that they usually have, where they can just turn it on and win a race. But I'm sure they're working hard to figure that out. For me, it's the 4.
Are you worried about the 4 yet? Like, if you were the driver of the number 4, knowing the dominance you had in 2020, would you be worried yet?
No, because like I said, they can kind of flip a switch at any time. They've been able to do it in the past, and I don't know what they're cooking up over there, but they don't keep those people down long at the 4 team. They're able to figure it out.
All right, Paul, who you got out of those 3 drivers?
Well, just here in Austin with that, I'm clicking panic button for the 4 team. I'm definitely – last time I was on, I said, I'm not worried. Kevin Harvick's Kevin Harvick. He's going to figure it out. He's been so strong in the years past. But I don't know, something just feels a little different right now over at Stewart-Haas this season. And like I said earlier in the show when I was doing it before, the teammates, I don't know, Almirola's been struggling. The 14's had its struggles. I don't know. I think it may be time to start that panic button's creeping in a little bit for them.
So, Paul, which performance is the most concerning, though? Is the playoff picture starting to shift into focus? Because we look at those three drivers, and if people keep winning and there are more winners added to that championship and that
there's going to be
bracket,
more winners. The three cars coming for that.
Yeah, you're looking at a soon-to-be winner, baby. Let's go.
But which one is more concerning? Because at this point, you have to start worrying about, okay, when can I win? What is it going to look like towards the summer months? What's that playoff position going to look like? So out of those three drivers, which one has been the most concerning that can maybe not turn the season around?
For me, the 11 car also went in a bunch of races last year. The year before, I don't believe Denny won a race, maybe Daytona. But, Denny is usually a lock after the Speedway races are over because he's won those. But we're through two and he hasn't won, and it doesn't seem like he's been as dominant as he was last year. Darlington is a telltale sign for him as well. Anybody right now that doesn't have a win is worried because of how many winners there have been. And it's so hard to win in the Cup Series, period. Obviously, it doesn't look that way this year with all the different winners. But, it's still one guy every weekend, and the clock is ticking. We're cutting them down. So I think everybody outside looking in is wanting that victory to just feel a little bit more comfortable about the position they're in. But some of those guys do have a good little point lead that they've built up.
All right, well, it's not just the drivers that have something to worry about and something on the line. It's also the teams on pit road. Uncontrolled tires and pit road issues get our Going the Wrong Way award this week. And lucky for us, we have one of those pit road athletes right here. Paul, the three crew look to execute on pit road. But what's going on with all the issues on pit road at Kansas? Is it the heat of the summer just starting to set in?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like with these there's a lot of uncontrolled tire penalties, obviously, yesterday. And it's tough because you don't know if it was the pit crew's fault or if it was the people catching the tires' fault. Like, it sucks because sometimes when penalties on pit road happen, it definitely is the pit crew's fault, and other times it's not. And the picture's not always painted very good by TV on whose fault it is. So everybody just assumes, the pit crew, messed up. Way to go, guys! But it's not always that. So I need to hold judgment right now because I haven't seen what happened on film with some of these uncontrolled tires. I will say it sucked. We had that one uncontrolled tire during that long green flag run we had, because I feel like that would have finished out the race and we probably would have gotten a top 5 for sure. We were running really good at that point. And I really wish that there wouldn't have been an uncontrolled tire during that point, but you never know what can happen in these races.
I love hearing a pit crew member talk about uncontrolled tires.
Hey,
it's like hearing a driver talk about restarts or choosing the wrong line. It's like
I gotta back my guys up. I gotta back my.
We had to give Paul. We had to give Paul some love here. He's got to be able to talk about his game plan too. I know, Austin,
right.
When you're a driver and practicing with these guys, and you guys are just now kind of starting to get back into normal life, as we call it, with getting back into the shop and hopefully working with these guys more. But how important is it to make sure that not only the pit crew is executing on pit road, but also the driver is hitting their marks and doing what they need to do as well?
Well, it's so big. As you know, it takes everybody to win a race in the NASCAR Cup Series. And we've been working really hard on 3-team. We actually had a team building exercise with the pit crew, and I got to join along with them, and it was so good. Had one of my buddies, a Navy SEAL, come in, and we worked for a week together, just working on accountability and teamwork, what it takes to be a good teammate to each other, and how to talk to each other. So it's been great, and I think we're starting to see some benefits from what we did a couple weeks ago, just from having solid races.
Well, we're all hungry for some more racing, and time for a little rapid fire in the drive-through. All right, boys, I want short and sweet answers. Keep this concise. We're going to have some fun here at the end too. But first up, both Kyles are now locked into the NASCAR playoffs. Which Kyle goes further, Larson or Busch? Paul, I'm starting with you.
Larson.
AD?
Kyle Busch.
Well, yeah, Kyle.
That's the right answer. Which one? Okay, so we actually asked folks at home. 59% said Larson. 41% said Kyle Busch. Making a longer run into the playoffs, 1 win under his belt for 2021. Do the wins start racking up for Kyle Busch? Yes or no, AD?
No.
Sticking with 1.
Ooh.
Oh, all right, Paul. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. After what looked like a dismal start to the season, now let's transfer over to the number 21. Matt DiBenedetto, 4 races ago, was 55 points below the cutoff. Now he's had a strong April and is 12 points to the good, earned 24 at Kansas. AD, does the number 21 make the playoffs?
It's tough. It's a tough one.
He's on the line. He's on that verge. Yeah, he's a fighter. I'm into like a meh. No.
Okay, a meh, no. Paul, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the meh, no as well.
Now we have the Besties from the Wolfpack here in the backseat. And, of course, after Sunday, we have to put the friendship to a true test, too, because in a relay race, I'm going to ask you, if we have the Swans versus the Dillons, who is taking home the gold medal?
That'd be a good race. That really
would be pretty good. I feel like the girls would ruin the race, though. Me and Paul would be like after it, and then about halfway through, it wouldn't be serious.
The girls would start racing.
They would say, "Let's tie."
Yeah, they would stop or like they would giggle and like they would not want to beat each other. So.
All right. Well, I'm looking at both of the hairs right now, the head of hairs right now. AD has been growing his out a little different this season. So right now, who has the better hair, Austin or Paul?
Swan's got the flow.
I got bad head going on right now. That's why I had the hat on. But this dragon tail, man, when I get it going, that thing will spit fire out.
My stuff is growing. You know, I'm in the awkward stage a little bit, but we're getting better.
It's officially Darlington Throwback Week. All the eyes move to the throwback paint schemes, the outfits on track, heading to the Lady in Black. AD, you guys have brought the heat when it comes to paint schemes and outfits. So who in the NASCAR garage do you feel like, I'm going to say of all time, in your mind, who has had the best throwback paint scheme?
Best single throwback paint scheme?
Single
or like
throwback.
schemed? Oh, man, I've really enjoyed some of ours. I loved our car last year. The Junior Johnson car was really awesome. We've done some awesome stuff early on as well. Some of the first ones were very cool. You know, I also thought Kyle Petty's throwback was cool from Larson a couple years back. I mean, our Wrangler scheme was awesome. We've had some really good ones, but I can't wait. We're announcing this week our car. I think the coolest one was when we pulled off probably our lady, the silver car, when we just backed it off the trailer. That was probably the coolest thing. All the media didn't see it until we backed it off the trailer. And that silver Dale Earnhardt paint scheme is my favorite for sure.
All right. Well, the Backseat Drivers have a NASCAR Fantasy League where you at home have been playing along with us all season long. All Davis Lives scored the most points at Kansas with their lineup, but after 11 races, smoked down with 2,102 points is leading the league. And guess what? Darlington's up to bat for the NASCAR Cup Series, so don't forget to set those lineups and get some more points for this week. In 2020, Harvick and Hamlin both dominated Darlington in the month of May. So, AD, you taking the 4, you taking the 11, or you taking the field?
Guess who finished second? The Harvick.
And
I know.
One more lap, we would have had that.
Who you think
All
I'm
right,
taking,
so
Alex?
I think AD is taking the field. Paul, who are you taking?
Field.
All right. Well, always a pleasure, guys. Give baby Ace and Mariel a hug for me. I can't wait to see the throwback swag on Sunday. I always like having you guys on.
We love coming on. Appreciate it, Alex.
All right, fans, one of your favorite Sundays of the year and mine too. Make sure to tune in to Darlington Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Happy Mother's Day, especially to my mom and to all the moms out there. We'll see you right back here on Backseat.